Every now and then we do self reflection, and when we do self reflection, we find something, don't you? Sometimes you find that somehow you are not fit for the society. You feel in your life you are lost somehow, that you're socially awkward, you cannot fit in the society, that you cannot do those things which people of your age do very easily. You sometimes find that you find it difficult to process your life, face difficult situations in your life. You find it hard to establish relationships and to maintain them. And somehow you think that your life is broken, that you're phobic. You are phobic to general life situations. You have so many phobias. You are unable to enjoy the things that others enjoy. That this existence of yours is an everyday suffering, everyday battle, and to keep you to keep your existence in this world, you have to fight this battle every day. And you sometimes think that there is something wrong with you. But you know what? Doesn't matter how much blame you give yourself. The problem might not be you. Maybe it's your childhood. Maybe it's how you were raised. Maybe it's your parents. Somehow you were not made to face this world. You were not created to face this world. You're not prepared to face this world by your childhood. You know, when we have some traits in our character, we have some traits in our psychology or our behavior. Some of them we carry forward from the genes of our ancestors, our predecessors. Some of them we choose to do, but most of them we learn, we are programmed in our childhood. It's between the age of being born up to 10 years. There's a part of your life when you learn the way of living. Maybe we feel we are broken because in the childhood we did not receive the training, we did not receive the programming, we did not receive the circumstances we ought to receive to fight the battle of life, to face this enormous world, to face this difficult life. This is about self reflection. Now, if we look at other people, we see obnoxious people, we see people taking advantage of others, we see people looting others, we see people murdering others, we see crime every day in the news in front of our eyes, and we blame them. But do we ever blame their childhood? Do we ever blame their parents or lack of them? We never think about that. When you are a child, when there is one child, he has no choice. The circumstances, his parents, his society, his elders, everything else control his life. Everything else prepares him. Everything else makes him, molds him, and he becomes how he is prepared. He has no choice. A child doesn't have any choice. And when you see an adult, he is the sum product of his childhood, his parents, how he is raised, his society, the circumstances, the financial conditions, everything. An adult is the sum total of all of this. That's why parenting is so important. That's why today I'm starting a new series which is called True Parenting. It's called True Parenting because we all know about parenting. Parenting is when a couple give birth to a child, they become a parent. That's it. This is all it needs to become a parent, to give birth of a child. But is it truly parenting? True parenting is something else. True parenting is the most difficult job in the world. Yes, it's the most difficult job in this world because you make a human being, a human being. You make the pillar of the society. Parenting is teaching a child how to become a human being. Parenting is teaching a child how to face this beautiful yet dangerous world. It's about teaching a child its true identity. It's about teaching a child to face the battles and win. It's not easy. Parenting is not easy because when a child is born, that little thing is powerless. It's so delicate. It's so fragile. As parents, no one can think of anything but just keeping it alive. When the child is born, a parent thinks only one thing: to keep it alive, to feed it, to make it grow, because it's so delicate. Giving birth to a child makes the heart of a parent fill with empathy. It's so much empathy that no parent can think about the tough decisions, the difficult decisions they have to make the child prepared for the future. All they think about is to make it survive. That's why parenting is so difficult in the first place. Secondly, it's difficult because you might know or you might not know what to do, how to treat a child, how to deal with a child of your own. It's not easy to deal with a human who doesn't understand, who doesn't care about logic, who doesn't know how to take care of themselves. Because it's very easy to deal with an adult, but to deal with a child, it's next to impossible, and that to your own child. That's why, even if you know what to do, it's very difficult to implement. But the thing is that most parents don't know. They just raise children blindly. In most cases, they just happen to become parents. I mean, these days, in this generation, we plan children. We plan financially. We plan mentally to become parents. But during the age of our grandfathers and grandmothers, they just happen to become parents. It's just a, it was just a biological process, and they became parents. And somehow they raised their children. So in most cases, people raise their children blindly. They just follow, they just go with the flow. They don't plan, they don't study, they don't know what to do. They just raise their children somehow. So they don't know. They don't know all the intricacies of the psychological aspects of a child, what to treat them, how to treat them, when to treat them, in what way. They don't know. So, the first thing the young parents should know, should do, is to know things, is to know what to do and what not to. After that, if you are not able to implement it, that's fine. But if you know, you will try. Because if you feel that your life is somehow broken, if you feel that your life could have been better, if you feel that it's a long battle for you, it's an everyday battle for you to survive well, then you would not want your child to become like you. You want them to become better. You want them to become better here. You want them to become strong. You want them to become, you want them to have a life which is effortless. That's why you have to know small things, you have to know delicate things if you're planning to become a parent or you are a new parent. So, yes, that's why I'm starting this new series called True Parenting. And in upcoming episodes, I'll be talking about small things that if you know, it will help you raise your child, because knowing what is wrong and what is not, it's better than raising your children blindly, because this world is beautiful and at the same time it's dangerous. You want your child to enjoy the beauty of this world and simultaneously keep away of the dangers of this world, to face the dangers of the world effortlessly and come out of it, come on top of it. So, yes, that's why I'm beginning this series, and I'll be looking forward to your presence in the upcoming videos. So, thank you for watching.